Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Thanks But No One Asked You podcast, where storytelling meets unsolicited advice from yours truly. I'm your host, Britt Hunter, and today we are doing a full episode follow-up, okay, from the live episode with William Bam Sparks. Give it up. Okay, before we get into who Bam is, we're just going to do a hot seat because this is just what we're doing. Okay. You ready?
It's hot.
Are you nervous?
No.
You should be. So I've created a movie title for you, and it's called From the Block to Bandwidth.
That's all. I like that.
I know. Who's playing Bam Sparks? He's thought about this before. He's just giving y'all a little.
I haven't, actually. I haven't. Who would play me? Me? What do you mean? I'd play myself.
He doesn't understand the assignment. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a famous person that you like, respect, feels like could really invoke, you know, the block to bandwidth vibe.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I mean,
We'll come back.
how about Kendrick Lamar?
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. All right. So next question. You are from Atlanta. What's the best wing spot? Everything is riding on this one. Don't lose your card, your Atlanta card.
I don't know. It's just PG-13. Because technically the best, everybody knows the best wing spots at the strip clubs. But
Oh, that's true.
yeah, 1,000%. You know,
Which strip club?
I mean, it all depends. So, you know, in my past life, I had my own wings named after me. Yeah.
What?
The Bambisky wings. Barbecue lemon pepper. That's before Lou Will did the lemon pepper Lou's. I'm just letting everybody know I've been doing this.
Bam, what are they
The
called?
Bambisky wings.
Where were they held?
They were at this establishment called the Pink Pony. That's
All right.
True story.
Pink Pony. All right. The Bam, yeah, those. I have to try those. Well, they're not here anymore.
No.
Okay.
You can go get them
I can go get them?
tomorrow.
So we can go to the Pink Pony?
Ask for the Bambisky wings. And they go, how you know Bam? No, just,
And then you're going to walk in slowly and be like, Okay, we'll post it later. All right. Underrated, overrated, Love Island.
terrible.
Ooh.
It's terrible.
Do you watch it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't either. So there's no way to know.
Absolutely not.
How do you feel when people are like, did you watch the last episode of Love Island? What do you say?
I try not to be disrespectful. I got to respect people in their own. If that's what you're into, sure.
Okay. You heard it here first. Love Island is trash. Drake versus Lamar. I think I know the answer.
Yeah. We all saw what happened.
I'll say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, okay. Why Kendrick over Lamar?
I mean,
Okay.
I think they're both talented.
Okay.
I was actually listening to Drake earlier today. I think they have their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
You know, but for my palate, I would rather listen to Kendrick.
Okay. Like as of late, or were you always rocking with Kendrick, and for how long?
I didn't start listening to Kendrick until I met him. I actually met Kendrick at Tree Sound Studios. This was years ago. He actually played Good Kid, Mad City. And when he played Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, I stood up and I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
From that day, I went and downloaded all his music.
Okay.
I've been a fan ever since.
Okay. All right. We like that. Okay. Now we're going to actually get into the interview. He's warmed up. He's calm. He's calmed down.
Yeah, I was so nervous.
We're going to talk about the Trap Museum because when I say William Bam Sparks, people are like, oh, I know Bam. Everyone also says this, by the way. Anyone that I say Bam, they're like, I know Bam. And I'm kind of like, do you though? Do you? Whatever. Trap Museum. So you co-founded the Trap Museum. For those of us who don't know what the Trap Museum is, what is the Trap Museum?
It is a museum based on trap music. As simple as that. It's super simple. But it's experiential. You know, it's first of its kind. We developed it 2018. It opened October 4th, 2018. I think we started working on it in May of that year. It was a sprint. Yeah, it was crazy. So at the time, I was doing creative direction for the album Dime Trap,
Okay.
Which was Tip's 10th album. And when we were meeting with the label, we had to come up with some different marketing strategies to put the album out. And one of them was the museum. Mm-hmm. The other one was the Grand Hustle. So the night of October 4th, we did the season finale of the Grand Hustle.
Okay.
We put out an album, and we launched the Trap Music Museum all in one night. It was
oh my God.
No, it was crazy. And it might have been like 2,000 people at the museum. It was insane.
Okay, so I've yet to go to the museum. It is down the street from my house. So Pink Pony, Trap Museum, the list, we'll just add on to the list.
You can wait on the pony. You got to go to the museum first.
All right, I go. Is it a new installation all the time? Is it the same stuff?
No, we switch it up all the time. I actually walked in the other day, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Some stuff had changed. I didn't even know.
Who's featured in, like, different artists? I saw there was like a Nicki Minaj installation at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's still there.
It's still there. Okay. Mm-hmm. How do you decide who comes in and comes out?
I mean, it's just based on, movement. We have a team that we analyze what's going on. So one of the biggest features we added maybe 3 or 4 years ago was Trap of the Year. So we kind of put together a group and we say who had the best trap album or who has the best trap movement. Okay. And come up with a vote. Then we honor whoever that is. I can't remember who was the first one. Was it Lil Baby? I know I think Lil Baby was the first one. He came by. We got him a ring. We partnered with Icebox. Yeah, it was dope. Then it was Moneybagg Yo. Okay.
I actually know who these people are.
That was a good one. He came by. He showed us some love. Then we did Future. Now, Future couldn't come because he had just broke his ankle or foot or something. I don't know.
So he's older.
Relax, hold on, because he's like our age.
You're the same age. No, I'm younger. Let's be clear about the age here.
Oh, okay. And then last year was Lotto, which was great.
Nice, because she dropped her album.
Yep, yeah. We actually worked with their team on it and everything. So it was in conjunction to, all of her stuff, her rollout.
All right, so this podcast is actually geared towards 14 through 24-year-olds, early in career people. So I got to ask questions about a little bit of your journey. You went to Albany State.
I did.
Then you went to Georgia Tech.
I did.
You were an athlete, kind of, and then you were like an engineer. So how do you end up being this creative? Like, how do people know to find you? How did you meet all these famous people? How did that happen?
My cousin, actually, Douglas Peterson, he still is Tip's best friend. So what happened, as I was transferring from Albany State to Georgia Tech, it was a huge struggle. I lost hope. I'm having to thug it out, park in Techwood. I had this, it's funny, the last trip from Albany to Georgia Tech, I blew my motor in my 88 Cadillac Seville. Shame.
Some country stuff.
No, I missed that car. It was amazing. Blew the motor. Ended up getting I had an 88 Monte Carlo. Okay. And the hood, I had to tie it down.
Oh, you wanted down?
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was pretty bad. But anyway, so I was working a night shift, going back and forth, and I was telling my cousin about the struggle because I think the parking decal was like $750 a semester or something ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
Is that still? It's probably still the same.
It's way more than that now. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, Georgia Tech's expensive. So fast forward, he calls me one day as I'm sitting in the parking lot back and forth from class. He's like, "Look, how much are you gonna make as an engineer?" Like 150 starting off, something like that. Why? What's up? He said, "Do you want to make like $1 million a year?" That's a stupid question. So we went back and forth, and it come to find out, Tip was starting a agency, a sports agency called Grand Hustle Sports. And they said that Adam Pac-Man Jones actually had reached out. And I'm like, oh, I know Pac-Man. We ran track against each other in high school. So
you just know everybody. Okay.
And then from there, I started reaching out to all my high school teammates, some that were at Tech, Greg Smith, and a couple other guys, and next thing you know, I'm managing athletes. Wow. And I never turned back.
Okay, so I heard a few things. One is Sometimes you're going to struggle. You got to be on a struggle bus. Everybody's been broke. Everybody has money today, has been broke at some point. You're supposed to be broke at some point. I think it encourages the hustle. The second thing I heard was you say yes to opportunities. Mm-hmm. And there's another gem in there. Relationships, right? Yeah. The way that you were able to get back on the phone and call people and build that business. I mean, these things are crucial. And I feel like younger people could probably spend a little bit more time building authentic relationships, grinding it out, making connections, saying yes to stuff. You don't know where it's going to take you, but you're going to learn something along the way. So
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And that's the thing. My most valuable possession is my relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've met a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. Past the Trap Museum. Mm-hmm. So now I want to talk about this new venture that you're on, Culture Wireless. Okay. Yep. Because it's not enough to create the Trap Museum. It's not enough to work at a sports agency. Nothing's enough. You can't seem to sit still. Do you feel like you have that?
I've never sat still.
Okay.
Listen, those are just some of the things. I have like 50 different businesses. It's crazy. It's
okay.
Crazy
We'll talk about the portfolio after the pink pony wing situation. So, Culture Wireless, 30-second pitch. Explain it to me like I'm 10. What is Culture Wireless?
Culture Wireless is an internet service provider.
Okay.
And a wireless mobile service provider as well. Okay. So, yeah, we basically provide for the underserved and unserved communities and give them access. Our mission is to provide internet to everyone. Okay.
So today I'm going to talk about the mobile part.
Okay.
Because this is the thing that I connect with the most. So we talk about this a lot. For those who've missed the live episode, there is a fun fact that I love to share with people, and that is 80% of HBCUs do not have reliable internet service.
That is a fact.
80. That's 4 out of 5. That's 8 out of 10 do not have reliable internet service. Now, we talked about this mostly because they're in rural areas. Okay.
Or in urban communities like the AUC.
Okay. Fair. Mm-hmm. But listen, I didn't go to HBCU, so I'm not allowed to talk about these things, but I am a human and I have eyes. So I want to talk about what I noticed about HBCUs. One is they have other problems.
Yeah.
They have a low endowment. They have aging infrastructure, the staffing shortages, right? You have professors who are also administrators who you just have it's just a lot going on. Mm-hmm. Why are you solving this particular problem?
Well, it kind of touched on because I have a niece and a nephew that they actually just graduated from high school. They're 18, but this was 4 years ago, so they were 14 years old. Can't remember the school they were going to at the time, but this is right after COVID, and mm-hmm. they did not have access to internet. Mm-hmm. Like literally have to come to my house or go to the library to do homework, assignments, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. So like a week later, I'm leaving the museum. My other cousin, was like, man, you have to go and meet my guy. Mm-hmm. He's doing this eSports facility. And at the time, I was partnering on an eSports facility on the Beltline. So I'm like, all right, let me go check it out.
Casual. Y'all hearing this, right? Just working on eSports facilities. No big deal.
No, it was popping, too, until COVID. Because, it was nice.
Yeah.
I'll show you pictures later. So, yeah, we were in there, and the guy literally took the old Morris Brown Gymnasium. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's been there for a very long time, but it's been shut down since like the 90s. Mm. So he went in there and cleaned it up, got all the homeless people out, and built a stage and was doing a whole eSports facility.
Oh, wow.
No, it was crazy. But when he showed me that created Culture Wireless, he was like, bro, come here. And he took me to the back and he showed me all the fiber that was running into the back of this old historic gym. And he's like, yeah, this is the fastest internet in the city. I'm like, how? We're literally in Vine City.
Yeah.
At one of the oldest schools in the city. And it's like, how? And he showed me, explained the story. I called my business partner, Al, and Al at the time was still working on Hartsfield Jackson. He did all the fiber optics at the airport. I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, dude, he's speaking Spanish. Explain this. And he broke it down in layman's terms, and he was like, no, this is crazy. So this man really bootlegged, had 2x4s in the back.
Oh, he did it himself.
Yes.
Where's he at now?
I don't know.
Because my internet is not strong, and I just if you could
I got
rejig.
you. That's easy.
Yeah, you do everything. Okay.
Yeah, that's easy. But that was really incredible because I'm like, dude, first of all, you open up this. It's pretty much like a museum. It's like one of the oldest gyms in the city.
Wow.
And
no, I've never been there.
You haven't. If you're not from here, you wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was shut down for like 20 years.
Okay.
But anyway, I saw that. I'm like, dude, why can't we get it over there in the Bluff? And he was like, dude, everything's going to Georgia Tech, Midtown, Mercedes-Benz. So that's why I saw that there was this digital redline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just inspired me to start it. I asked Al that day, can we just start our own internet company? He's like, yeah, sure.
Wow.
That's how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting. Actually, I went to a meeting that the mayor's office, some representatives came in, and they were talking about this line, this 7-mile line. And there's this image, and I'll be sure to add it to the show notes. But there's an image, and it's like Southwest Atlanta, and then it's the northern part of Atlanta, and there's this line that goes through it, and it's 7 miles wide, and there's a 20-year life expectancy change. So people on this side of the line, which I live on that side of the line, live to about 67, and people above the line, 7 miles away, live to be 87. Test scores are different. Graduation rates are different. Disease rates, everything is different between a 7-mile line. And now we're talking about people really just not having internet access.
Yeah.
Beyond social media, it's like, how can you do your work?
I'm pretty sure that same line is where the digital red line is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, those companies didn't want to run strong internet or provide access on the other side because typically if you're on the other side of the line, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for me to run fiber to Allen Temple and everybody in here is on Section 8 or whatever the case may be.
So I have this theory, right? I'm like, listen, I don't know everything, but I know we don't like China. I know we don't like China because their political views or whatever. Like, I don't really care. Here's what I do know about China, and that is that they make sure that everyone is employed because they understand that their biggest asset is human capital.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're so busy here trying to take things and sort things. Like, if we just tapped into everybody's potential, how much bigger and better this economy would be, how much bigger and better our country would be if we just were like, hey, everybody get equity. But people will argue like, well, capitalist society can't work like that. It can't work like that. There has to be rich, there has to be poor.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, we do live in a very capitalistic country, but the way we could change it is if everyone on one side of the line actually worked together. I think that's the difference in other countries and other, religions or, cultures. They take care of their own.
Okay.
Like, that's the key part. Sometimes when people get off from this side of the line, they forgot they came from that side of the line.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. You say you live on that side. Most people, if you make it from over there, you never come back.
Uh-huh.
You're moving to Buckhead. You're moving to wherever. You're not going back and putting back into the community and talking to the kids. And people don't reach back, to be honest. They don't really open up businesses over there like that.
Yeah.
They want to open up a hookah lounge on Piedmont.
Hoes and Hookahs. We're opening a new spot in case you missed it. Hoes and Hookahs right here.
Listen, I'm telling you, that's the problem with our culture in my view, and that's why we can't really get out of this hole.
Yeah.
That's why the education isn't the same. That's why the economy isn't the same. That's why we're struggling the most because I don't know. It's a mixture of. There's a lot of gatekeeping for one. I'm putting it out there, and then there's also this whole. It's this old mentality of like the slave mentality. It's I can be I'm the only one.
Crabs in a barrel.
Yeah, it's like literally I made it. I'm not going back to the field. I'm the house nigga, and that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that mentality. I think that's That's the issue.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump back to actually making this work. So what I liked about what you were saying about the options to really get involved, besides investing, we will talk about that as well, but you had this concept where, you know, I could today take my phone, take the SIM card out, put in a Culture Wireless SIM, and now I'm on your network. Mm-hmm. But I can have this surplus of data, and what can I do with this surplus of data? And how would that work? Have you guys worked that out yet?
No, we're still piecing it together. That's part of the reason for the raise, because it hasn't been done before. And
tell us what hasn't been done. Tell us the thing.
Well, due to the current administration, we had to pivot. So there were all of these, you know, federal grants, all this money coming out.
Yeah.
And we were at a moment with Culture Wireless hell-bent on fiber to home, last mile, you know, all this federal infrastructure money coming in. Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll kill this, easy.
Yeah.
With all the connections, Albany State being one of them, it's like, that got shut down. Then they just shut down the Digital Equity Act. So, yeah, that just happened. Like,
what's the Digital Equity Act?
It was a plan to help people get access to technology, internet, and just digital skills. And
everybody, not just black people, but like everybody.
I mean, it was mainly for people in rural areas and urban communities.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a lot of black people in that group, but there were also, you know, white people in South Georgia in that group.
Right.
But, you know, the current administration said that it was racist and it was a handout. So
that's racist.
Yeah, and basically it shut down $2.25 billion across the U.S. And I think Georgia was going to get like $22 million of that.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, we were focused on that. Clearly, we had to make a pivot, and I was just sitting upstairs, actually. And I'm like, man, I asked Al, I said, this is a stupid question, but what happens with my unused data? Because it doesn't roll over anymore. It just sits there, and I know I'm not using all my gigs. It's like it goes back in the pool. I said, so what if I had an option to take that extra and give it to somebody else? Because that's what happened. Jerome's on the phone. He was driving a router to this lady's house that was struggling. And he said by the time he left her house on MLK and got to Northside, she had went through all the data. Because she had like 8 kids in the house. One's on the PlayStation, one's watching YouTube, this one's doing that. So it went really quickly. And what happens is once you hit that limit, it throttles you down, so you don't have the same speed. So I'm like, well, dang, I wish I could just donate some gigs to her.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, hold on, wait, say that again. And that was the aha moment.
Yeah.
And I pitched it to a few carriers, one of them being T-Mobile, and they were like, man, that's actually a good idea.
No one had thought of this before.
No, because it's funny. One of the guys in the meeting said, are you guys a nonprofit? Like, dead serious.
Because how could you possibly want to do this and make money?
It cuts your profit. Because they make money because we don't utilize that. So what they're able to do is recycle. They're double dipping. So because you don't use your, say, 10 gigs, right, the extra 3 or 5, whatever you don't use, somebody that is going over, they take those same ones, give it to them, and they're charging them $10 per gig that they go over.
But I'm still paying for the data that I didn't even use.
Exactly.
Nobody hits you up and says, hey, by the way, you didn't use the 60. Hey, by the way, you've never really used more than 20. They just keep it.
They keep it. And they charge you for it.
So I can call my service provider today and be like, listen, tell me my numbers and lower my rate. I can say this.
Yeah, most of them have it on the app. You can look and see your usage.
Right.
But people don't care.
We don't do that.
The data rich don't care. We take it for advantage because
data rich.
Yeah, data rich.
Dang.
We are.
All right. Well,
when the last time you went in?
I'm on Mint Mobile, just to be clear.
You are?
Yes.
You're one of those.
What does that mean?
My best friend did it too. You guys are cheap. It's okay.
What do you mean? This is literally your business.
It's not. I'm not doing a race to the bottom.
Wait, what's the difference between what you're doing at Mint Mobile?
Mint Mobile and all what's Trump's new, he has a new one he just dropped 2 weeks ago. Jason Bateman just dropped one 3 weeks ago. It's the race to the bottom. So let me find everybody that's overpaying and get them on this $15 a month, $20 a month plan. You can only do that so many times. It's kind of like how when George Clooney sold Casamigos and everybody has a tequila, it's like, dude, I can only drink so much tequila. Like, who's going to do something different?
Okay.
So what we're doing different is it's going to be a similar rate that you would see that you're paying now. It might be $5 or $10 cheaper, but it's the rewards. It's the, I donate this, I get something back, maybe Sky Miles, maybe Starbucks, whatever the case may be. We want to go in the community angle, not just the who can have the cheapest plan, because you can only get so cheap. After a while, it's like, what are you doing? You going prepaid?
I'm cool to pay nothing. You know, I feel like tampons and wireless service. Why am I paying for this?
Well,
why do I have to pay for tampons and for my phone to work? You need my phone to work to do my job. You need my phone to work for you to call me about my bills. Okay, you need to harass me. And so why do I have to pay for this?
Well,
and tampons. I just want to make that very clear.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, tampons should be free. Okay, let's just create a company about that. All right.
Okay.
Next, after this.
Yeah. But we can eventually, I have some ideas to make your phone service free as well.
I'm not sure. I have some ideas about the tampons.
No, I don't. I left that to my guy, Cy and Honey Pot. I don't do.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right, culture wireless, you know, you're closing the digital divide. You're pivoting because it's stuff is changing every day.
Every day.
Everybody's pivoting right now. And if you're trying to do good, it's actually harder now to do good. This is actually what I'm facing. So I do youth development and I'm working with schools and nonprofits, and they're kind of like, well, we're, was at AmeriCorps. Just had a conversation with them a week ago. And they're like, well, if the money comes through that we were promised, it's supposed to come through August 1st. It's, we're approaching and we've seen nothing. And it's kind of like, dang, like, how are these organizations going to survive? Like, what worst case scenario, none of the money comes through. What needs to happen now?
Pivot. You got to figure it out. You mean on a raise or with the
On
federal?
the raise.
Oh, no, we're going to get the money.
How you going to get the money?
I'm going to call everyone in my phone every day and bug them. Because, I just did a video the other day. It's so funny. I've done a lot for a lot of people in the city. Yeah. Not just in the city, just in general. Because I'm just that kind of person. Like, when you first met me, hey, what you need? I'm just that kind of guy.
Very nice.
So, I never really asked for anything. So when I said I made it a minimum of $100.
Yeah.
And, dude, we spend that at Holiday Bar on a Friday. It's like, it's the lack of support. And I got to beg. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. I found a new tactic that's working. It's called pull up on the ass. And no, you're going to do it. Pull your phone out. $100.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, for all of the gas, you just $200. They got it. Okay, let's dig into this because you had a recent thread post.
Oh, you saw that?
I saw. I mean, I think I reposted it. I saw 23 people maybe hearted it or shared it or whatever, and I was like, uh-oh. So, tell me about the threads post. What's going on?
No, it's like I just said. It's the people that are closest to you, right, are the least likely to support you, which it's kind of like this little mentality thing to where I see you in one way, like you saw. I've done a gazillion things. So if you met me in my life where I was doing music, that's how you see me. If you saw me doing the sports, that's how you see me.
Yes.
So the black culture, we only believe in what we see.
Okay.
How do I know that you can start this phone company? Like, most people don't even know how the phone works, how internet works. It's like speaking a different language because we haven't seen anybody successfully do it that's black.
Yeah.
Now, if I said I can run a 4.3 and my broad jump is, 26, that was like, oh man, this guy's an athlete. Yeah. You're going first round. Like, we can correlate that because we've seen it.
So I try to not make everything black and white, mostly because, I mean, if you travel abroad, black-white issues are not a thing. Like, they are, but when we travel abroad, we're American first, we're not black. So I try to take my mind off of black-white issues and black people are this, white people are, I'm trying to think broader than that. And so I think from a human perspective, I'm not convinced that you having a hard time raising from people that is because they're black. I think it's because of bystander effect, proximity bias. And the bystander effect is a study that was done in the 60s about a woman who was in her apartment. She got murdered, right, in New York City in her apartment. And 85 people witnessed it. 85 people. No one called the police. No one called. I see you getting ready with your response.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
85 people witnessed this and nobody did anything because they assumed someone else would do it. And I think that it's more of a human nature thing than it is a black people thing. And then to follow up with that, right, why are you only asking black people? There's Asian people out here with money. It's Hispanic people out here with money. It's white people out here with money. Indian. Why the focus and force on black people to pour in?
Because what we're trying to do is build black wealth.
Okay.
At the end of the day, imagine if you could have invested, and I'm taking this from Isaac, into Twitter in the beginning, or Instagram in the beginning, or Mint Mobile. Mm-hmm. Just like I told you the other day.
They're worth $1.35 billion right now. And they only have 1%, less than 1% market share. And they are worth $1.35 billion.
It's a huge market. Huge.
Yeah.
And the fact that all it took was for Ryan to come in, and he changed the marketing, did his dry humor thing, and within 2 to 3 years, boom, 1.35. Imagine if we do the same thing.
You hire me, I do the dry humor thing,
and now boom, your $100 turns into $135,000.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in our community. Now, not to say I haven't reached out to white people of other races. I have, however, you would think that my people would, especially what they've seen me do in the past, like, oh no, he's a winner.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna bet on, and that's the insult, because investors don't necessarily invest in the product.
They invest in you.
So now I feel like, oh, you don't believe in me.
Right.
Oh, you trying me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the money.
Yeah.
And now when it does pop, and I go back, because I could be a little petty. Not a lot, a little. I got to go back to all those people. Somebody's hit stop on one of my texts like it was spam. I had to call him and talk about it.
You can't be mad about this.
I was very upset.
What about what they're going through? What if they don't have it?
You can say that.
Okay.
And that's fine. But, so I was very strategic on my day. The 275 people that I did text, I know they got it.
Yeah.
Because they were in the top of my thread, so I've either done something, we've hung out, there's something.
You spent money together, so I know you got $100.
I know you got it. So most of y'all got, you could put in 100,000 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But it's the for me. It's what's the hesitation?
Oh, it's not okay. I see what you're saying.
It's
not
you
like
even think about it.
Yeah.
I don't when people call me.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I need this, or do you know this person, or can you give me? I just got a call about some Beyonce tickets. When I was on the phone walking in, like, why you didn't give me the Beyonce tickets? I'm like, oh, all right, let me call my guy. But then I'm like,
you're doing a lot for other people. Take a seat.
So I want people to do the same thing for me. That's all. In the end of that Threads post, it said, I have to stop expecting myself and other people.
Where did you hear that from?
I don't know. It's somebody I know. I can't remember who. I don't know.
If I had said the N word, I would call you that right now.
It was you. Okay.
I know. Thank you. I just want my flowers.
Right.
Thanks. Yeah, you can't, unfortunately. That's a lesson that I'm learning. So, well, just to be clear, y'all, I've invested in Culture Wireless. I gave $1,000.
Yeah.
Really simply because it was you. Like, I don't know you that well. I mean, I know you, but I don't know you. We've known each other for 2 years in transient kind of ways. But to your point, I didn't invest in the idea. I invested in how you spoke about the problem you were trying to solve. And for me, that was enough. Like, you telling me 80% of HBCU schools don't have working internet? I know that that's a problem because I used to work in Harlem in education. I worked in a charter school, and I would see my students who went off to middle school. I'm seeing them in a Starbucks at 8 o'clock at night, working in the Starbucks. I'm tipsy. Why am I running into you? Jorge, what you doing here? They doing homework. Why are you doing homework in this Starbucks? Don't you live like 8 blocks up? Because they don't have working internet in their homes. And I hated that because all of their schoolwork was online. And it's kind of like, dang, I mean, does it have to be online? It does, because that's where we are in this world. We can't go backwards.
Nope.
You can't just give kids paper and pen. Like, you got to give them access to where we are now. And so as soon as you told me that, I was pissed, one, because everybody, all these, people of color want students of color to go to HBCUs. How are we telling them to go HBCUs and they don't have internet? Yeah. I can't even support that now, because you can't do your job and you got to work twice as hard still to get the basic of the basic done, and it's frustrating. And so I invested because I want to see it work. I want to see it win. And it's one of those things, like, when you invest in something, I'm invested now.
Yep.
So now that I'm invested and I want my money to grow, I talk about it all the time.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. But I also invested because there was some money involved. And so I want you to explain, go ahead and explain, like, what are you hoping Culture Wireless hits? What happens when it hits? And then what happens to my $1,000?
Well, I want to do pretty much the same thing that Mint Mobile did. So the person that did Mint Mobile's deal did our deal. And there's a number, there's a threshold. If you get X amount of users, we're coming to acquire you, period.
Okay.
And I feel like we're going to kill that number. And let's just say, for shits and giggles, if we do get an offer of $1.35 billion.
Yeah.
Your $1,000 now turns into $1.3 million. Now you're a millionaire. Now, from a $1,000 investment.
Yeah.
Those opportunities don't happen.
Yeah, and I love that, because when you explained it, my brain immediately went to, this is what, when people are saying diversify your portfolio, this is what they mean. We've never really had that kind of opportunity, because it's always Silicon investors or hedge fund, VC funds, whatever, who get to have a say. But now that it's a little bit more democratized, we can all actually, with Robinhood, with this, with that, but now directly invest in you and the mission. I've diversified my portfolio. So we are going to make sure that y'all have the link to crowdfund and invest into Culture Wireless, because not only is he big mad about the lack of support, y'all, I'm saying it for him, but I mean, this is an opportunity for y'all to diversify your portfolio, make money on the back end, and actually support something that is meaningful. Cool. So how much time do I have? Great.
Okay.
Last thing I want to talk about is let's forget about Black people for a second.
Okay.
I want to talk about this concept I talked about at the show, which was phone snobs.
Okay.
So I would say only in the US do we have this huge market on iPhones. If you go to India, about 70 to 90% of all the users in India are Android users. The same is true in Brazil. Like, we are the only ones that are like, oh my God, you have a green bubble? Like, absolutely not. And now there's this re-education that has to happen. There's this like wave of cult type of vibes that you have to create. The same is true for internet service providers. The same is true for mobile support, whatever it's called, NSOs, MSOs. The same is true for them. So 95% of all of wireless users are on Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Boost, fun fact, is in 4th place, and then US Cellular. They own 95% market share. So 95% of us are on one of those networks. However, there's a smaller network operator. And from my understanding, Boost Mobile, which people are like, are you on Boost? I mean, I joke about it all the time. I'm like, yeah, phone crackling. You on Boost? Like, it's a joke, but I'm also serious. Boost Mobile is on Verizon's network. They're renting their towers.
Yeah.
Okay. Mint Mobile, which I am a Mint Mobile user for now. I'll be joining Culture Wireless when I get my SIM card. Mint Mobile is on T-Mobile's towers.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I think this re-education kind of needs to happen. It's not like when you join Mint, they have their own little baby tower somewhere. They're renting tower usage. They're renting lines. And that's why all of these other smaller networks can exist, because they're just using the larger networks. So how are you addressing that, like, re-education? People don't really know that. They just feel like, I don't know how they feel, but I think they think like somebody's uncle, like Uncle Ruckus, got their own tower, and that's not how it goes. How are you going to help explain that?
It's difficult. You have to do it one at a time. You know, somebody that's standing right over there asked me, he's like, "Hey, is the culture going to be crackling?"
Ooh,
and I said,
"Spicy."
Wow, bro, it's T-Mobile. You know what I mean? Or there's 3 major carriers, and then everybody else is under one of those umbrellas. So at the end of the day, when people try and clown somebody with Cricket or Metro PCS or whatever, that's why they look at you crazy. But also, notice the change of marketing. When Mint Mobile was acquired, it says Mint Mobile powered by. Metro PCS powered by, because those big boys know, okay, we need to at least stamp them so people know they've been with us the whole time, but now we acquired them. So it's just another form of marketing.
Yeah.
They want to get a different demographic. You know what I mean? For years, AT&T, even though they owned Cricket, it's like, all right, we'll let Cricket sponsor the HBCU Battle of the Bands, you know, because the Battle of the Bands people,
And it's black.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially, they're not saying that out loud.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give you guys a lower tier, you know. But it's still our
It's
service.
so crazy. We just like create all of these walls and barriers, and it's like, y'all, this is dollars and cents. Like, do what makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. But the thing is, what's so funny, they do understand our true power, which is our culture. And that's something that we give away for free every day. You started, and I hate to keep talking about, you know, black people, but I have my master's degree in black people. So it's funny that you say this phone shaming.
Yeah.
Right? It stems from Nike, actually, and their brilliant marketing behind this guy by the name of Michael Jordan. So I don't know if you grew up in the hood, but do you
Hood
remember?
adjacent. I've always been hood adjacent, everybody, just to be clear.
Do you remember going to school and say the 4s just dropped or the 7s, whatever, and everybody got to come to school with the Jordans on, and oh, you ain't got the J's, or are you late? It's that exclusive mentality.
Yeah, that's very true.
It trickled over it to a bunch of things, from clothes to now cell phones to cars.
Yeah.
You know, if I see one more black person in a Cybertruck, it's going to make me go crazy.
How do you park the Cybertruck? Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
These lanes are too narrow, but anyway.
But no, it's a thing. I have to own this to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, because we stamp something that's cool, now we got to do it.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it, you lame.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since the Jordan marketing mentality. That's what I call it.
Okay, dope. That's fire. Andy, you standing there makes me feel very anxious, like I'm running out of time.
We should be at like 5 minutes. Yep.
Fine.
All right, come on, this last one.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I would like for you to read this emphatically.
Oh, great wise one. Please bestow your unsolicited advice on me.
Did you want to try again with a little bit more? Maybe look into the camera.
Now I know what it says. Okay. Oh, great wise one.
Yes.
Please bestow your unsolicited advice upon me.
I will, gladly. Thank you for asking. I usually do it without people asking me, but because you asked, I have some for you. So, bam, here's my unsolicited advice for you. I believe that one of two things is going to need to happen here. You're going to need to find an amazing celebrity. Maybe you already have this in the works to stamp this, to do the Jordan stamp of approval as you spoke of. And or I think a combination of things should happen. I think you should ramp up the cringe factor. It might be cringe for you to like post, oh, we've raised this amount of money, or oh, we're popping up over here. But I think just that repetitive, like seeing the image, you are a great spokesperson for it. You've already got this clout behind you. I want you to ramp it up.
That's right.
Okay. So it sounds like my advice was amazing.
Listen, I might can I do a drop right now?
Yes.
All right. Make sure you go and invest in Culture Wireless. WeFunded.com/Culture Wireless. Thank you very much. $100 right now.
$150. Cut it out.
Or, I mean, listen, for you big ballers, you know, that
$1,000. I paid $1,000.
How about this? And it's funny, I was just talking to my girl, Deandra. All those nights at the Pink Pony, when we was, you know, some of y'all, you know who I'm talking about, the $10,000, $5,000 nights, let's just run it back. You guys got it. You know, you scored 1,000 touchdowns. Come on, let's go.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, thank y'all so much for joining us on the first full-blown interview of my podcast. So, you know, what a difference a year makes is what I like to say. A year from now, y'all gonna look back and be like, oh man, now she got all these famous people, and she started out with little old Bam. But I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh man, this is a blessing. I appreciate it.
Of course. See y'all soon.